Just like in the real world, in the Pokemon universe, there are creatures that are perfectly ideal to be kept as pets. So in this video I'm going to be doing a countdown of the top 10 best Pokemon to be kept as pets. So get ready for all things cute and cuddly! Let's get started. At number 10 we have Mr. Mime. As many of you may know, in the Pokemon anime, Delia Ketchum owns a pet Mr. Mime named Mime. This Mr. Mime is shown to be very friendly and helpful, as it helps with household chores. This Pokemon is at the bottom of the list because I don't know how I'd feel about having a humanoid Pokemon as a pet, but Mr. Mime would still serve as an awesome companion. At number 9 we have Chatot. Based on a parrot, Chatot is just adorable. Its Pokédex entry from Pokemon Platinum states that it is able to mimic human speech, meaning that you'd be able to have a conversation with your own pets. What a bunch of fun Chatot sounds. And look at its shiny form! This bird is just beyond fabulous. Number 8 is Chauncey. Chauncey is big, cuddly, friendly, and best of all, it produces yummy eggs. Its Pokédex entry from Pokemon Silver also states that it brings happiness to the trainer that captures it. And as we've all seen in the Pokemon anime, Chauncey is a very talented nurse, so you don't need to worry the next time you scratch yourself, because Chauncey will be there waiting to help. The spot for number 7 goes to Caterpie, Wurmple, and Scatterbug. Oh, ew, bugs! Well, I think that these three are actually super cute. The important thing with these three is that they have a 3-stage evolution line, or in Wurmple's case, a branched 3-stage evolution line, with a larval stage, a pupal stage, and a butterfly/moth style Pokemon at the end. Weedle, although it has a 3-stage evolution line, evolves into a giant bee, which, let's be honest, you wouldn't want to keep as a pet. I like these Pokemon because they remind me of the caterpillars that I used to raise when I was little. You could buy these butterfly houses with caterpillars and food, and you would watch them transform into beautiful butterflies. Being able to raise and release these beautiful insects when I was little is why I like these three so much. You're able to raise them from being tiny little caterpillars into beautiful butterflies and moths. I know that it's not everyone's thing, but I just love these three. Number 6 is Goldeen. Goldeen is known as a goldfish Pokemon. There are a lot of us that have kept goldfish at one time or another, and I am no exception. I know that if I had ever kept a goldfish that looked as beautiful as Goldeen, I wouldn't have been able to keep my eyes off the fishbowl. Its Pokédex entry from Red and Blue states that its beautiful appearance has given it a nickname known as the Water Queen. This design has taken a common pet and turned it into something beautiful, and that's why I love Goldeen so much. Number 5 goes to Torchic. My favourite of the Hoenn starters, Torchic is adorable and friendly. Its Pokédex entry from Heart Gold and Soul Silver states that it's as warm to hug as a hot water bottle. What could be better? This cuddly Pokemon is adorable and perfect for hugs, which is why it's gained a spot on this list. Number 4 is Growlers and Lilipop. Who doesn't like puppies? Well, Growlers and Lilipop fit this criteria perfectly. They both share the same species name, both being known as the puppy Pokemon. Growlers' Pokédex entry from Silver states that it's extremely loyal and it will protect its trainer from harm. Heck, even Lilipop's evolution, Herdia, is known as the loyal dog Pokemon. I don't feel the same way about Poochyena and Houndour, because they both look a little too intimidating to be kept as pets, but these two puppies just look so adorable and cuddly, and they both have the perfect loyal nature. Number 3. Meowth and Skitty. I've always been a cat person, and these two are just too cute to resist. There are other Pokemon based on cats though. Glameow would not suit as well, seeing as Platinum's Pokédex entry states that it hooks its claws into the nose of the trainer when not fed. While Purloin's entry from White states that it steals items from people and attacks with sharp claws. They don't seem too cute anymore. I like Litleo, but something about the fact that it's based on a lion cub makes it seem a little bit intimidating to me. As stated in its Pokemon Sapphire Pokédex entry, Skitty is very popular as a pet. And in Celadon City, there's a woman that keeps a Meowth as a pet and it brings home money for her. What more could you want from a pet? I also like Meowth a lot because it reminds me of my own kitty. These two are just the perfect two kitties for my liking. Number 2 is Eevee. I think a lot of people were expecting this. Eevee is just one of those Pokemon that makes your heart melt just by looking at it. Eevee's fluffy collar makes it look as if it would be one of the softest Pokemon to hug. And as you know me with my love of shiny Pokemon, Eevee's shiny form is just simply gorgeous to look at. One of the best features of Eevee is the fact that it is able to evolve into 7 different species of Pokemon, meaning that you could have any of these as your pet. My favourite evolution is Vaporeon, but I think that the evolution most suited to a pet role would definitely be Sylveon. For one, Sylveon requires a special bond with its trainer in order to evolve, being that it has to have a certain amount of affection in Pokemon and Me, a feature that allows you to interact with your Pokemon by feeding it and petting it, just like how you would interact with a pet. Sylveon's Pokedex entry in Pokemon Y even states how it affectionately wraps its feelers around its trainer. But overall, Eevee's cuteness and ability to evolve into a large variety of adorable Pokemon is what places it so highly on this list. And so, in my opinion, the Pokemon that would make the best pet would be Ditto! Ditto's natural form may not be the best for a pet, but the fact that this Pokemon can easily transform into any other Pokemon that you desire easily makes it top every single other Pokemon on this list. Want some eggs? Ask Ditto to transform into a Chauncey. Do you want a warm hug? Ask Ditto to transform into a Torchic. Want a Pokemon that was not previously on this list? Problem solved. For those who are indecisive, Ditto is definitely the best choice. Why have one pet when you can have them all? And so that was my list of the top 10 Pokemon that I believe would be best suited as pets. What do you guys think? I'd love to hear what Pokemon you think would all be suited for this purpose. Well, in any case, thank you all so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!